Right, good morning from a beautiful Yamakoshi today. The sun is out. I've been waiting to do this video for about a week now but the weather's been that bad and it was dark in the koi house, and I just wanted to make, so you could actually see the koi properly. This is a Sanke that we sold last year from Shintaro and at Sansai, so at 2.5 years old. And now when we harvested her this year, and the customer was here last year when he bought her, he came out on the koi trips, but then we bought the koi last year, customer bought it, and then she's gone back in the mud pond in 2025, and then last week we harvested her in the main pond at Shintaro's main pond. So she's coming out at 4 years old, which is Yonsai, and so that's sort of like 3.5 years old, and she's come out at 80 cm, which is pretty astounding really for a 3.5-year-old koi. The growth rate on that, and we think it's probably the first time that it's ever happened at Shintaro. And I mean, this fish went up to the Nago Koi Show, took first. And the amount of other breeders that have asked me about this koi, I was sat this morning with Yamamatsu having a coffee, and he was saying, "Oh, the Sanke, I saw the Sanke with the hook on its face." I said, yeah. And I said, the one belongs to an English guy. And even Marido stopped in his tracks at the koi show, and he was like, "Whoa, that's beautiful." So we are quite excited about looking at this koi, and I want to try and show you the skin and everything on it, because it's just, the quality of it is just absolutely amazing. So, but let's get her out and have a look. Okay, so now we're gonna have a look at her. So this is just a special koi, and I'll just explain more when she's in the bowl. But as you can see, just an extremely unique koi. She's just spectacular. I mean, every time you see her in a bowl, she's just amazing. And you can see the head pattern, which is just totally unique. But it's more, I'm going to get really close in on the Sumi in a minute, just with my other camera, so you can have a look. So this koi, it was strange, because when she was Nisai, and this is the thing with the koi in Japan, when this koi was Nisai, nobody even looked at her. We saw her, and we got pictures of her when she was Nisai, but nobody was interested. And then she came out at Sansai, and then a lot of people were interested, and then one of the clients bought it and then grew her. So this is the problem with the koi when you're trying to pick koi here, is that at Nisai they're not always looking as like you'd want to buy them. I'll put the picture up here on as well when she was Nisai, and just nobody was interested. She was skinny, didn't look that appetizing, I guess, but nothing. But then all of a sudden she just flourishes into the biggest koi at 4-year-old that Shintaro Koi Farm have ever had. Besides, can you just pick up? Let me just try and get some. But you can see the Fukurin scaling down the side. She's still so young, but the actual Sumi, look at the placement now. It's just amazing, and you can see the quality. You think this is one of Shintaro's best koi?
Maybe best koi.
Yeah, but this one's special.
Yeah.
Very special. One more year, you think, how change?
Yes, more volume.
More volume. And some size, some grow?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like now, 80 or 81 cm. So,
80.
yeah, just 80. You think how many more centimetres grow 1 year? 3?
Yeah.
3 cm, I hope. But again, because we don't know, you know, this thing just shot up so big. So we really don't know how big this koi is going to be next year. But you can always go back on previous videos. You probably even see her. You probably see her come out of the mud pond last year. I'll try and find it, but you know what I'm like, I probably won't. But she's just looking absolutely amazing. Can we put the other one in? The Maritain? Carl's other Sanke put together so we can show you, because this other koi was bought at Nisai, and now she's 5 years old. So this other koi is a year older than this one. So, and this is another one of the same owner bought this. So he's had trust with Shintaro for many years now. And he has every reason to be, really, because they just keep getting better. And I mean, don't get me wrong, these koi are not cheap. Let's have a look at her. So this is pretty much the same size, but a year older. So they both belong to the same owner. And the one on the Maritain on the right just looks, the length is about the same, but the body is just bigger. So if you can imagine now, the koi on the left, this koi, getting the same body as that koi in the next year, then it's just going to be unstoppable. I mean, the two fish together are just absolutely phenomenal. They're just incredible. Let's try. But let's go in on the skin on that one, because you can tell that this one still looks so youthful. You see, and you see the benny as well. They're totally different bennies again. So they're a different male, but this is a very deep benny. But this is still light, youthful. But the quality on both koi is just amazing. Now the Maritain, which is this one, she will be going back home this year. So she'll be hopefully seen in the koi shows next year. But yeah, just absolutely phenomenal. We're going to get them back in the pond, because I don't like keeping them out this long. But what a couple of fish, both 80 cm, both jumbo koi, both from Shintaro. But yeah, please back Kosuke.
Yep.
These koi as well will be going, well, one of them, the hook is going to the Nogiosai. So that's why they're in this separate pond. So they've called the fish Tyson because it's got the hook. So, hey, it's up to these people what they call the fish. But yeah, so she will be going to the Nogiosai, which is this weekend coming. It's very difficult over here because she's just going straight into the 80 cm class. So she's competing for Grand Champion against 95 cm fish, 96, 90, I think there's a 98 going. So, you know, we're obviously not expecting her at this stage to get a GC or something, but I've got high hopes in the future for this fish, and now we've got it down on video, we can see, we can keep track of this fish now. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, just looking at these koi is just amazing. So, but yeah, stunning, absolutely stunning. Enjoy, guys.